It's been about a week since the senseless killings of 18 people in Lewiston, Maine.
One artist in Mahoning County is crafting portraits to commemorate the victims and help to heal the families.
Now, Lindsay Buckinghamd shares his story and his plans for the artwork.
At Ron Moore Jr.'s Austintown home studio,
I do everything in layers. All the graphite is in layers.
details are everything.
I'll get one layer down, then I'll spray it with a workable fixative.
His intricacy? Impressive, because at one point, he thought he'd never draw again.
There come a time in my life when I got Parkinson's, where the symptoms got too bad, and I temporarily lost the ability to do artwork.
Now, he's leaning into his challenges.
I allowed the tremors to do the detail.
He's done pieces for people across the country, even presidents. Yet his current project is one of the most meaningful.
Sign language interpreter for the governor of Maine.
Ron is drawing portraits of the victims killed in the Lewiston, Maine mass shooting earlier this month to be gifted to their families.
I like artwork that impacts a person's life, hopefully for the better.
The time, about 12 hours on each one, is well spent.
I don't want to just do a sketch and send it off to their families. I want to research the person. So hopefully I can capture some kind of characteristic in the portrait. No matter how many hours I work on the artwork, if all it does is give the family just one small inch of comfort and hope, then it's worth it.
You're doing these just because you want to do something for these families and not expecting anything in return.
No.
While he knows his sketches won't erase the pain, he hopes they'll bring the victims' loved ones peace.
These families are experiencing some of the darkest times that they'll ever experience in life. I'm convinced that showing just a little bit of love can outshine any darkness.
Lindsay Buckinghamd, 3 News.
Thanks, Lindsay. Ron tells us he plans to auction off a few of his pieces to raise money for the families of the victims. And in the coming months, he will travel to Maine to hand deliver those drawings to their loved ones.
Wow, what a story. And that just goes to show that something like that happening in Maine, it touches people all over the country, of course. But to make art and to find, some kind of peace and hope out of something so tragic right here in our backyard is pretty powerful.
Yeah, I feel like people often wonder after these kind of tragedies, well, what can I do? What difference can I really make? And just taking graphite to paper like this gentleman can make a world of difference for those who are going to be on the receiving end. So really incredible impact that he's making here in Northeast Ohio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
another great story from our Lindsay Buckinghamd. So Linz, thanks.